Hello Cancer, welcome to this reading. I hope you're doing well. My name is Jade. For those who are new here, welcome. Let's check out your energy with the tarot cards and see what Spirit wants to say to you today. And I will close off with the lucky charms at the end, so make sure you stick around for those. Let's pull the cards first. We will talk about what we get and then I will clarify to go even deeper for you. Okay, Cancer. What is Cancer's recent past? In reverse, you've got the King of Stars there. What is the present situation for Cancer? In the blocks, you've got the Ace of Moons and the near future. You have the Four of Moons with the Seven of Swords. Okay, the obstacles and challenges for Cancer. Eight of Stars with the Nine of Moons. The advice. The King of Moons and the Two of Stars. Quite a lot of advice there. Queen of Wands there as well. So let's get the outcome. The outcome. The Page of Stars in the reverse. Okay, Cancer. We will move these up here so you can see all of the cards. I will show you them though. Okay, so first up, for the recent past, you have the King of Stars here in the reverse position. So this tells me, Cancer, that you may be really focused on stability right now, but you're not feeling like you're in a stable situation in the recent past. You might have felt that your feet weren't firmly on the ground, that you weren't in a situation that you could see working long term. I see that there may be lack of motivation or lack of a plan. You might also be very focused on material things in the recent past, or maybe too focused on your work. The King of Stars in the reverse position is someone who is materialistic, so that could also be you, Cancer. And it tells me that the King of Stars is in reverse. It tells me that there is like a lack of structure, a lack of stability, a lack of success, feeling like something isn't as successful as you wanted it to be. I will be clarifying that just to see what the energy is. We will go deeper. In the present situation, you've got the Ace of Moons, and this is in the blocked position. So the Ace of Moons tells me in the blocked position that there may be confused feelings here. On one hand, you might be feeling like you're happy, like good things are happening. There might be an overflowing of love, joy, hope, happiness. But on the other hand, you might not be feeling fully fulfilled. You might not be fully satisfied with this. You might be wondering, is this enough? And that's the message I'm hearing here. Is this enough for me? Can it keep me satisfied? Is it something I want to pursue going forward? Because there's something missing. There's something missing, and it's causing you to have these little wobbling moments of, is this what I want? Is this making me happy? And you're questioning yourself. You aren't sure how to feel right now. So that's in the present moment. There is confusion. Now let's see the near future. In the near future, you have the Four of Moons and you have the Seven of Swords. Wow. Well, this tells me that you will be feeling disappointed with something. There's frustration. There's boredom. Again, that frustrating kind of feeling that I'm picking up. The Seven of Swords tells me that you are going to be taking what you can from a situation and leaving the rest behind. It's like you're making do with what you have, or making do in a certain direction that you're going in, but you're doing this reluctantly because you're not feeling fully satisfied, but it's like you haven't really got a choice at this point. The Seven of Swords tells me that you are going to be making your next moves silently, but very quickly. You're keeping things to yourself. I see you holding back, keeping your feelings close to your chest as well. You're just feeling bored or frustrated. You're disappointed, probably with an outcome, probably with these feelings, because you aren't fully on board with something. Something's missing, and that's causing you to kind of do your own thing, keep things close to your chest, not open up, and to move in a different direction, probably leaving something behind in the process because you can't carry everything with you. I see you feeling disappointed that you can't have something with you moving forward. It's like you have to let this go, but you're not very happy about this. There's frustration there, there's boredom, you're wanting something else, you're wanting to carry everything, but you can't, so you have to leave something behind. Now let's see the obstacles and challenges here. The 8 of Stars with the 9 of Moons. You're finding it hard to keep the momentum. You're finding it hard to work on something, to master your craft, to practice something, to keep working at something, because you feel like the wish has not yet been granted. You're wishing for something else. You want something else, Cancer. But because this isn't available, it's causing frustration, it's causing disappointment, and that's where your focus is right now. It's not on the situation you've got, because you can work on this, you can make it what you want, you can make it better, but it's not truly what you want because something is missing. You feel that a sense of loss, a sense of confusion, because it's just not fully satisfying you. That's what I pick up with this reading. You do want something else because the wish card is here in your obstacles. It's like you're wishing for a different outcome. You're wishing for a different situation, different circumstances, and that's why you're finding it hard to have the motivation to keep on going with what you have, because you're focused on something else that you want. That's what I'm getting. Now let's see the advice for you. The 2 of Stars, you definitely need to find some kind of balance. I feel like you may have been juggling a lot of things. You need to kind of make your mind up and just focus on one thing, because that's causing this confusion. If you put your focus in on one thing and you regulate your own emotions, you get more in touch with your emotions, with the King of Moons there. This is actually your energy, Cancer. So that's your powerful energy coming through with the reading. The King of Moons tells me that you need to be more emotionally intelligent, which is surprising that I have to tell you to do that, because the Cancer sign is emotionally intelligent. They are very much in tune with their emotions, but for some reason you're not. And the King of Moons is advising you to know how you feel, sit with your feelings, get to know them better, try and balance them out, outweigh the pros and cons, and be focused on an end goal, because if you don't, you're going to end up very guarded. I see you building up walls here. Maybe some people are taking advantage, maybe you feel like you can't trust everyone around you, so Spirit is saying just guard yourself, especially if you feel like you're surrounded by people that you don't really vibe with. With the Queen of Wands in the reverse position, this can be someone that's too boastful, too outgoing, too much all up in their head, very self-centered, self-absorbed there. And this could also be energy that you step into, Cancer, if you continue on this path of being confused and holding your feelings in and not listening to yourself. You can become like this. You may be standoffish. It might be a self-defensive mechanism where you just close off and you turn into someone who's a bit arrogant. Spirit is saying don't be arrogant to your own emotions. Don't ignore your emotions. Don't ignore how you feel. Make sure you balance everything out and find some kind of common ground here. You need to adapt to a new situation you're being presented with. You can't live in the past. You need to go with the flow and you need to move on. You need to kind of let go of something that hasn't happened and just embrace what you have right now. Find the balance. Let's see what the outcome is. We've got the Page of Stars in the reverse. Yeah, if you don't put this into practice, I see you actually losing that spark that you have for something. The Page of Stars in the reverse tells me that you might be lacking, again, motivation, lacking planning, not getting organized, not knowing where to go from here, and not seeing the positives. The Page of Stars tells me that you're not going to be very practical. Yeah, you're not going to be realistic about something. It's like you've got your head in the clouds. I feel like you're making it feels like you are idolizing something that isn't really possible, and that's where you're focused on. That's what your focus is on, and that's why something that is in the reality is not working, because you're too focused on a dream that you have or a wish that you want to come true, but it's not come true. So you've not really come to terms with this, and this is causing all of this upset. It's causing you to feel not satisfied. It's causing you to be closed off and guarded and shut down, and eventually it will cause you to feel like you just don't know what to do. There's a lack of clarity, a lack of motivation, lack of planning, and procrastinating, just not doing anything. There's no work being put into something because your heart isn't fully in it. That's what I see. Let's clarify. We've got the King of Stars there in the reverse. Can we clarify this? Whoa. Wow. Okay, so we've got a lot of cards. We've got the Ten of Swords here in the reverse, changing the outcome. You are wanting to change an outcome. And that's why the King of Stars there. You're not happy with how something ended or how a situation went. You've got the Five of Cups in the block position. You didn't want this change to happen, which is exactly what I've just said. You may be feeling overwhelmed. On one hand, you feel like you have got it together in the recent past and you're moving in a direction, but on the other hand, it's a change that's happened unexpectedly and it's something that you didn't really want. We've got the Eight of Wands here, which is you slowing down, taking time to rest and taking a pause. In the block position, you've got the Queen of Coins in the blocked. So yeah, I feel with this, it's telling you that you're not feeling very grounded. On one hand, you have your feet on the ground, but on the other hand, you have doubts, I feel, and you may be lacking support outwardly. Maybe people aren't giving you the support that you need, or you're not feeling very charitable at the moment because you're focused on your own energy. You've got the Six of Swords. Yeah, you've moved on from something. You transitioned from something here, but it was reluctantly. I feel like you didn't really want to. And there's the Hanged Man in the block position, which tells me you're trying to see things from a different position, a different perspective. But you might also be stuck on your own way of thinking. It's hard to open your mind, even though you feel forced that you're feeling forced that you have to see things differently. You've got the Star here, Aquarius energy. So a wish granted. A wish may have come true for you in the past. Maybe hope was restored in the situation, or hope was restored with you because you've moved on from something. You may have been dragging your feet as you were walking away, but you still found something to put some hope into, something to focus on, and a wish was granted. Yeah, maybe you got yourself in a new connection. The Lovers is here. There's a union of some kind, or a choice, a very important choice was made, which tried to give you some hope for the future. But again, you're not feeling like this is what you truly want with that King in the King of Stars in reverse. Let's see what the Ace of Moons is in the blocked. Okay, Judgment. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, Judgment, working, and Knight of Coins. And in the blocks, we've got the Three of Wands. You tried to make this work, whatever it is. You have tried to make this work, but you're making a judgment call and you're wondering what you should put your work in on. You feel called to an end goal here, but you're not seeing the progress. You're not seeing the possibility. You're not seeing a way to reach it. And the opportunities just aren't there for you to kind of grab whatever goal that you truly want. That's the current situation. What is the near future? Can we clarify? You've got the 10 of Wands there, so this is a heavy burden on your shoulders here, Cancer. It's feeling really heavy. It's hard to keep the momentum going. It's like you're trying to make the mask fit, or trying to continue to wear some type of mask. The 5 of Swords is there, not by the rules. Something's difficult. You're finding it hard to keep the fighting spirit up here. You're wondering if the fight is worth it. And you've got the 2 of Swords in the blocked. You're frozen with indecision. And on the other hand, you are noticing red flags about something. Maybe you're second guessing your original decision here. Maybe you're wondering whether you should have walked away, or maybe you should have tried harder. It's another message. Let's see what the obstacles are. Let's clarify this. You've got the Magician in the blocked position here. So yeah, you feel, on one hand you feel that you can do something. You have the resources to make it happen, but you're also lacking confidence. You're not sure how. You know you have things on the table to make something happen, but you're not sure how to create it, how you can get it going. Yeah. You've also got the Knight of Wands in the blocked, which tells me that you are feeling passionate on one hand, but on the other hand, again, second guessing yourself and lacking the creativity. There's a lack of creativity here, Cancer. And you've got the 4 of Swords, time for non-action. So that's why you're standing still. That's why you're not doing anything, because you don't know what to do. It's that lack of creativity. You don't know what to do with the tools that you have. Very confused, I feel. Let's clarify your advice. The Page of Coins. Is that it? Okay. Page of Coins. So laying a foundation. Yeah, you need to focus on rebuilding. You need to build up something sturdy for yourself. If something felt fragile before, it was ready to crumble away. You need to accept this and focus on building a strong foundation for yourself. Make plans, get back into reality, get your head back in the game, and focus on the things that matter to you. Because if something wasn't meant to stay in your life, Cancer, it had to leave. You have to focus on the things that are there now in front of you. Focus on what you can work with. Don't focus on things that you can't work with. Sometimes goodbyes happen for a reason. Sometimes we let go of things because it's not meant to be in our lives. And that's, unfortunately, it can be a hard lesson to learn, but it's a valuable one, because then you can focus on things that are truly meant for you. You need to lay a strong foundation. Be realistic with the Page of Coins. And you need to learn new things, learn different ways. You're slipping back into old habits, I think. I think that you often, second guess yourself, have these doubts, have these worries. Have I done the right thing? Don't second guess yourself. You made a decision, stick with it. It's final. Stick with your own mind. It was right. It was the right decision at the time. So just stick with it. Don't flake. Okay. Now the Page of Stars in the outcome. Let's clarify this one. The Page of Stars. Your energy is here, Cancer. Oh, you've got the Chariot. Your energy. So the Chariot tells me that you will be making moves, you will be taking control, and I actually see you having some kind of direction in the future. So that's really good. You've also got the Page of Swords there in the block position. You need to learn, I feel. There's a thirst for knowledge. So I do see you doing research. But you need to be careful, because there is some manipulative energies around you. Make sure no one's trying to change your mind. That might be causing you to feel confused. Maybe you're noticing that the situation you've chosen isn't the best one because this person or this situation, it's not aligned with what you want. Maybe they are manipulative. If they are, walk away from it. Find something else. We've got the Knight of Swords there, out of your depth. You realize that you can't really control this situation anymore. And that might be why you're choosing not to do anything. The Queen of Swords, yes, you're cutting ties with something. You're purging something here. So whatever situation this was, you might be going through the motions of realizing it's not for you. This person or this situation isn't as good as you once thought it was. So now you're ready to cut ties with anything that is toxic to you. The Queen of Swords is very mentally strong. She makes strong decisions. But even though that this situation didn't work out, don't look back onto a past one, because you're not going in that direction. You're going forward. Keep focused on the future. Don't look back on the past. You don't have to stick around with this situation if you don't want to, if it's not fulfilling for you. You're not stuck. You have freedom of choice. You can get out of it. But don't go back to a situation that didn't work before, because that's you just going backwards. Focus on where you're going. You're pointing in that direction. You're not going back. The Queen of Swords is someone who knows her own mind. So I think you are going to make a very strong decision here. And you're probably, by the looks of it, you probably will be choosing not to pursue the current one if you're not fully in it. Interesting. Let's get your charms to close off with. I hope these messages have helped, and I hope that they've resonated. If you've enjoyed this reading, please could you drop a like and a comment on this video. I do love to read your comments. They make my day. And subscribe so I get to see you again. Okay, Cancer. It's a new channel this, so I'm grateful for any support. Peace. Peace will be coming into a situation, Cancer. If you felt like things were not peaceful, this will be changing for you. You will have peace of mind as well, I'm hearing. We have, yeah, exactly, handcuffs. So this is confirmation. You're feeling trapped. You need to release yourself. There may also be some consequences of actions. So if someone's been in a bit of trouble, I hope it's not you, they may end up facing them consequences if they've done something bad. Or you might know someone who's just been in trouble. I've got a thistle. This connects me to Scotland. You could be connected to Scotland in some way. This also tells me that you're able to adapt to any new situation that comes your way, that you find yourself in. So if you do move on, you'll be just fine. There's the tortoise. You need to slow down. You need to take a pause. You need to take the days as they come. Be patient with yourself. This is also connected to long life, and you may have a tortoise as a pet. We have a leaf. You're turning over a new leaf. You might love being out in nature. Maybe a nice walk in nature will do you good. It will help clear your head, Cancer. You might also like to garden as well. Or you might work outside. Oh, spooky. We've got a ghost. This tells me there may be some spiritual activity either around you or in your house. And you may have noticed. It's just your ancestors letting you know that they're still around. You might also feel invisible sometimes, or you might like Halloween. Got coffee. The coffee cup tells me you need to replenish your energy. You need to allow yourself to heal, to regain strength, and just recharge. And it tells me that you might like a cup of coffee, or you might get an invitation to go and have a cup of coffee or something with someone. Here is a key. This is the key to health, wealth, power and life. It tells me that it is yours at the moment. You might also be purchasing something that you need a key for. You may be moving house as well, or getting a house of your own. And it tells me if you've lost a key, you will find it. It is a good omen. We've got a gift here. So the gift tells me that you might be receiving a gift, or maybe you're buying a gift for someone else. It is Valentine's Day soon, after all, so maybe you're buying a gift for somebody, or you might get a Valentine's gift as well. I do hope so. This tells me that you are very special. You need to remember your value, remember your worth. You are the gift. A fork. Well, you might be going out for dinner for Valentine's, I think. Yeah, so this tells me you might be going out for a meal, or maybe you like to cook. You might be a food enthusiast as well. What a beautiful reading. I really enjoyed this. I hope you have as well. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you again soon. Love and light. Bye.